Onye, onye, onye kanga si no yiri Chineke mo. Iwegatu, hey, my beautiful people. Hey guys, good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm excited because of you, because you are showing up, because you are not giving up on your dreams, on your vision, on your mission, and what you have been called to do. I am so excited whenever I see your live videos, guys. There is something about putting your message out there each day, showing up. There is one person who needs it. There is one person who your message is going to change their life. They might not even comment on your post, but sometimes they take that word and they keep ruminating over it and over time. Hey, Mommy Vera, good to see you. Welcome to the Let's Live Q&A. I saw your videos. You are now the live video boss, the Jagaban of Yola live video. You are doing well. All of you are doing well. I'm so excited for you guys and for showing up. Like I was saying earlier today, confidence comes from taking consistent action. Yes, and more clarity also comes from taking consistent action and the courage that you need to step out in faith. You never know the full thank you, Jesus. They just brought the light. You never know the full picture before stepping out, because faith is substance of things not seen. It's not tangible, but if you believe in it, you step out and you can also, right? Okay, thank you for joining. How was week 1? Give me a minute. My girl has been knocking at the door, so I just had to go open the door for her. Okay. So let me know how your day has been going, how your week has been going, what you've been up to, what are the challenges, what do you need more clarity on, And in today's video, I'm going to be focusing on telling you how you can multiply your influence using live videos. It's not enough to just do live videos. Stepping out there, building that confidence to click that live button is the starting point. There are other things that you're going to optimize the message that you have been putting out there. Week 1, we got clear on week 1 and week 2. Okay, week 1 and week 2, we had to focus on who we are, like really nailing down on who you are and how to put your message out there, because what matters in the online space is you. What will set you apart is you. It's a story and it's a message. We can be talking the same thing, but our message is different. And if you did the exercises, I showed you how you can bring out your core message based on your life story. All right. And when you are speaking to your audience, you have that your core message at the back of your mind, because this is something that you have achieved from your life and you can also help them to achieve it. And that was why we focused on that, because going into week 3, we are going to be looking at your offers and your solution, which is also going to be based on who you truly are. I know some of us already have our products and all that, but it's beyond that. We're going to be looking at how you create a program or a product that will really move people from point A to point B. We're going to be looking at all that next week. Let me see what Mommy Vera says. I didn't have everything together at the point today. I almost didn't come on at all. Yes. If you remember my first on the first day of we started this program, I told you guys to curate a plan. Like create your prep days. Curate your curation days, the day that you kind of like you sit down and you write down all the things you want to talk about. You plan your live videos, your content and all that, and you have your preparation days whereby you research, you read. And I told you to also create a daily reading plan, like 45 minutes every day. You have to be at the top of your industry, and the only way you're going to do that is by knowing the knowledge that is out there and forming your own opinions and ideas. All right, most times we lack content because we are not putting content into our lives. We waste a lot of time on social media reading what other people are saying, but one of the fastest way to kind of like fill up your knowledge bank is through the books that you read. For crying out loud, we went to school for 4 years and we were reading books. All right. And for some people, most of the things they know is from things that they read. So also in your business, you need to know what needs to be known. All right. And when you do that, even when you are called, you just wake up and somebody calls you, you know what to talk about. And planning helps you. That's why I gave you that content plan, 21-day content plan. You have to sit down and write it down. Like write them out all at once. It's not something you write one today. Okay, today I'll go live, so I'll write one today. You write one. No, you plan it so that for 1 full month, you know exactly what you're going to talk about. And Mommy Vera, you said you're doing 3 days. That is perfect. All right. In fact, 3 days a week is good. Unless probably you're launching something just like Sarah is is launching her community. I'm so excited for her because I know she's going to do. I checked out the community. It was amazing. Everything is so on point. So she's launching her community and she's doing 30 days, which is perfect. But if you're going to do 3 days, you have to plan ahead. If before you enter next week, have everything you're supposed to talk about next week for that 3 days already written down. All right. If you're going to talk about how to, because of your field, you're going to talk about how to recruit downliners. You're going to talk about how to recruit. By Saturday, you should have already planned out using the framework I gave you. You should have already planned out the 3 topics that you're going to talk about by next week, so that even when life will always happen. Like, I didn't know I was going to go to hospital today. Like, when I woke up this morning, I didn't know I was going to go to hospital today with my baby. All right. But that is life. You need to have a plan so that even when life happens, you still have something. I can't come and start today now. Like, for the past 1 week, I already know what I was going to talk about today. All right. So nothing, no matter what happens, it won't disorient me. The worst that can happen is that I will change the time. Instead of 6 o'clock, I'll probably put it to 9 o'clock. But you show up. That is the essence of preparation. And you don't, there's a saying that says you don't allow things to affect you. I don't know how they put that saying. You don't allow things, how you react to things. You should always kind of like emotional wellness people will always tell you to, be prepared for anything. Be prepared for anything, no matter what happens. Don't let it shake you. And always know that half done is better than not doing at all. Half done is better than not doing at all. And sometimes when you don't feel like showing up, just push yourself. Okay, tell yourself, okay, I'm going to go live for 5 minutes. I promise you, you will go live and stay more than 5 minutes. And sometimes when maybe no matter what happens and you don't have what to say, but you know you've already planned to go live and you've already told your people that you'll go live and just talk from your heart. Trust me, people will connect more with you. In as much as planning is very, very essential, but sometimes you just have to speak from your heart. Just come on live, talk about what is in your mind. That's authenticity. That's being real and being yourself, sharing your story. You have stories that, or maybe you will not even teach anything. You just come on live and you're just coming to tell a story, and you tell people your story, maybe something that happened, the lesson you learned from it, how they can, learn also from whatever it is that happened to you. So, Mommy Vera, he said I didn't have everything together at the point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you showed up. Like, I will always prefer imperfect action than no action at all. And seriously, you're an inspiration to me. Like, I love that your business is not easy. Now I ran away. Also, so your business is not easy. And for you to be doing it and seeing the results as you're seeing, you're really amazing, and you're doing it. And I want to encourage you to just stay there. Like, this is your thing. You have done it for years. You have the experience. You have for works. As in, your breakthrough is almost there. Especially when it gets harder. When it gets harder, that is when your breakthrough is right there. All right. So, and the more you prepare, the more like you eliminate the chances of anything happening. The more you prepare for your programs, the more you eliminate the chances of anything like stopping you from going live. Preparation is the key. So guys, let me remind you again, create your 45-minute daily reading. And when I'm talking about reading, I'm not talking about reading scrolling through Facebook. I'm talking about reading books in your field. Top books in your field. For instance, if you're in the social media space, in the online space like me, content creation, and you have not read Gary Vaynerchuk, jab hook. I don't know I don't know what you're doing. Seriously, every internet online business person reads that book. If you have not read it, you're missing out. So in your field, what is the top books? What are the top books in your field? Go online and Google it. I know some of go to pdfdrive.com. There are 1,000,001 books there. Go there and read it. And download and read. Don't just download and leave it in your phone like some of us do. Download, you read it. Download, you read it. Okay? So, I think let me go to what I share with us today. Network just went off and I came back. Okay? Mom Vera, say, yeah, step up. You got this. I know you got this. You're doing well. So, 12 ways to multiply your influence online. This is what I wanted to talk to us about today, because we have been doing live videos. And it doesn't stop there. It's just the starting point. Good, fine. You've gotten the confidence. You have seen the benefit of going live. So now, what next? 1, after going live, you're talking with people, you're engaging. When you have finished your live video, make sure you always come back to engage with people who dropped comments. What does it do? It boosts your content to the faces of more people. The algorithm the algorithm helps you. Like if they see the more you're commenting, Facebook likes people that are always commenting, and it keeps pushing your live videos to more people. So it is good. In that way, you're multiplying your influence. Then you talk with them. Sometimes it could lead you to go inbox. All right, because it's a conversation. You are having a conversation. Social media is all about conversation. We are having a conversation. Like I'm talking, you're talking back at me, which is what human beings do. We talk. It's not just you finish talking, you are feeling like one celebrity. People will comment and comment and comment. You will not even reply them. And one day they will all run away. So you engage with them. It makes us feel good. That's what we do as humans. Then second thing is this: direct them to your list. Direct them to your list. Tell them what it is that you do. Or, of course, in your introduction, you already tell them what you do. Let them know that, okay, to learn more about these things, you have an email list, you have a Facebook group, you have a WhatsApp group. Direct them there, because in your timeline, about 6%, even less than 6% of the people on your timeline see what you post. So you can imagine that. It's not even up to 10%. The 10% of 5,000 is 500. So 6% is definitely less than 500 when you have 5,000 friends. So imagine the number of people that are seeing your posts. So always make sure you direct them to your list. Then after doing the live videos, copy the link, send to your email list, send to your groups, send to all the groups that you are inside that allows you to post the link. Because many groups are restricted. My group is there. I have groups that are restricted. You can't post anything externally. It won't even allow you to come. But some groups allow that, especially groups that have your markets inside it. So post it on other places. Post it to your main group. Post it to your email list. Remind them to go and watch them. Tell them what they will benefit from it. In that way, more people, they will see you and they will keep seeing you. So the fourth thing is share on your pages. I know some of us have pages, but sometimes your timeline is more active than your page. If your timeline is more active than your page, that means you go live on your timeline and you share it on your page. You can share it on your page. You can share it on your story. You can share it directly on your story. All right. These are some of the ways you can expand your live videos after immediately you finish your live video. You don't finish live videos and you just leave it there. Okay. Then download the video. Download the video. See, this is your intellectual property. Okay. Download this video. Now, when you download it, just go to Play Store, search for Facebook Downloader, or you can just go to Google, type in Facebook Downloader online, and just they'll open up and they'll show you a link, and you copy the link from Facebook and put there. It will, as long as the video is your own, it will download it to your phone. Then when you download it to your phone, now look at so many things that you can do. You can put it on your YouTube. All right, you can put it on your YouTube channel or any other platform where you want people to be seeing you, but you are not always active. All right, you can post it there. Then the system is you can cut it. The video that you download, cut it into one minute. Like look for the best part, cut it into one minute, and you can post it on Instagram, on TikTok, on your stories. All right, cut it into one minute, post it on your Instagram, on TikTok, LinkedIn, depending wherever it is that you want to put it to. And also you can also post it directly to your IGTV on Insta, because currently IGTV is taking more than up to even 20-30 minutes videos. So put it out there, because anything you put out on the internet lasts forever. And when people search your name on Google, your videos, your Facebook videos, Instagram, everything comes out, and you want them to be seeing your content. So download the video, cut it into 1 minute, share it on different other platforms. That's how you get more people to see you. Some of you, sometimes it can be very, very tedious, but just do whatever feels okay for you. All right, not because I'm saying it, you are not Gary V, you want to do everything at a go, but you can just start, even if it's 1 minute. All right, then you can compress the video. When you download the video, I know Fimorago allows you to compress your video. When you compress your video, it will turn it into audio. All right, it will turn it into audio, and you can upload it as a podcast on Anchor FM. Yes, you can upload it as a podcast on Anchor FM. Then you can also take quotes. You can take quotes, create picture quotes from your live video. In fact, when I go back to listen to my live videos and see comments, I'm like, what? Did I say all these things? So there are quotes that you can get from your live videos. All right, create them on Canva and share it all over the place. All right, okay, use this one video and multiply it. Okay, come back and engage days later. After 1 week, after 2 weeks, come back to your videos. After 1 week, after 2 weeks, come back to your old videos and comment on them. It will pop them up again. And if your links are there, new set of people will see it. So don't just think that because you did live video 2 weeks ago that one is gone. No, go back, comment on it. It will bring it up on people's timeline again. All right. Now, the most interesting part of your live videos is that you can turn it into an ebook. You can turn it into an ebook. You see that 21 days authority blueprint that I gave you, that you can turn that into an ebook. Like all the topics, all the planning that you did, at the end of the day, you can just turn it as an ebook. You can either give it out for free, or you can make it paid. I just saw one of my guys who just launched his book, The Art and Science of Territorial Domination. This guy was doing live videos, The Art and Science of Territorial Domination. And now he has packaged everything and turned it into a book. And he's selling it and people are buying. So this is your content. People are going to buy it. It doesn't matter if the content is out there and people have seen it. People will always buy. As long as they like you, love you, and trust you. And with live videos, you're already achieving these things. They will buy. So turn that 21 days authority blueprint, those topics that you taught, turn it into an ebook. Give it out for free. Ask people to, you can sell it for $1. You can sell it for 1,000. All right. And people will pay for it. Hey, Joanne, good to see you joining. So your live video can serve as your lead magnet. You can even, you can tell people to join your group and they will get a copy of those your trainings. All right. So it's not just, after turning it into an ebook, you can turn it, you can download them, edit them, and turn them into a training. Package it. People will pay for it as a course. But guys, you know that you have to, live video is, sometimes you just have to edit it. All right. And these apps, InShot is an app. Fimorago is an app. And I know that sometimes after doing videos, the MB can be so heavy. But recently, I discovered something that you can use to compress your MB so that it doesn't eat more of your MB. Video Panda. Just go to Play Store, look for Video Panda. When you download your video, you can compress it. It reduces the MB that it will normally consume for you. All right, you can just package these things, and it could become a training. You can host it anywhere and people will pay for it. But make sure, that is why your content has to be tight. Your content has to be tight. All right? Turn it into a lead magnet. It could be something that you ask people to join your email list and they will download it. They will download 21 ways to curate wealth. 21 ways talk to your teen girl. There are just so many things you can do in 21 ways. If you can sit down and do that task, you have already created your lead magnet. You tell people, okay, join my email list and you get a free copy of this. This is something you've already done the video. Or you can tell them, join my email list, and you put it in a series. They get this training free of charge. All right, you don't stress yourself creating more content. All right, you can turn it to a course. So doing a video, that one video doesn't mean that it has ended. There are just a whole lot of things that you can still do with them. All right, yeah, Video Panda, it compresses your videos. Like, especially if you want to do YouTube, after shooting your video, you go and compress it with it. Compresses it. Since I discovered it, my life has been sweet. Because I will finish recording video and I will have like 500 MB just for 5 minutes video. 500 MB. How about now? I went and searched and I discovered it. All right. So these are the different ways I talked about. Engaging your audience, direct them to your list, direct them to your groups, direct them to your share the videos to your pages, then download them, optimize it for YouTube and post on YouTube, cut it into 1 minute clips and post it on Instagram, on TikTok, on your stories. Then you can compress it into MP3 and it will serve as a podcast, and download it on upload it on Anchor FM. You can create quotes and post on your timeline, and after many days you come back and engage on them later. You can turn those content into a 21 days lead magnets, and you can turn it into a course. Don't just think that because you've done this video today that it is over. It's not over. It's not over. So guys, see, I want to tell us this. It's easy. One of the things that causes overwhelm. I finished my training. One of the things, if you have any question, ask me. One of the things that causes overwhelm in the online space is there are many people talking. There is too much noise. Trust me, the time that we waste listening to all this noise, if we focus on curating, you will definitely achieve a lot. And it's easy to get distracted with the things we see online, and you think that everybody is doing well apart from you. That is a lie from the pit of hell. Forget all the packaging. Yes, there are people who are really, really doing well, but they are 1%. The other ones are noise. But if you can focus, you know the vision that you have, you know your mission, you know what it is that you want to achieve, and focus on preparing yourself for it, you will do far much more better, because you have to show up for yourself first. You have to grow your personal life. You have to learn how to manage your time. See, if you don't do these things first, you will struggle. Like, what if I ask you now, what is your personal development plan? How often do you read? How often do you attend paid programs? Because by now, of course, you guys are above the level of free. You guys are definitely above that level. I know, but how often do you invest in your personal growth? What time do you wake up? These things are important. How many hours do you read? How many hours do you sit down and plan what you want to do? Because you cannot do anything without managing your time very well. And I believe that all of us, we wanted an entrepreneurship because we are seeking for freedom. Freedom of time, freedom of money, freedom of purpose, freedom to really do what we want to do on our own terms. And for you to get there, in the beginning, you have to lay the foundations right. And you cannot, there is work at the beginning, whether you like it or not. And when I'm talking about the beginning, I'm talking about the first 10 years. I'm not talking about the first 2-3 years. The first 10 years, you really have to like put some things in place. That's the truth of the matter. You see me showing up not because I've got everything figured out. No. But I keep showing up because I know that when I show up imperfectly, I get clearer. I see the things that I'm doing right. And I also see the things that I'm doing wrong. And I find ways to make it better. All right. So stop looking at others. Look within you. All right. Look within you. Develop yourself. There are a lot of fakes out there, and there are also real people out there who are doing the work. All right. And because of the fact that we are Christians, God makes our success so, I don't know how to put it. It's a guarantee that you will succeed. That is it. For the fact that you are a Christian, you believe in God, you have faith in God, your success is guaranteed. But you have to show up and do your part. Stop looking at what every other person is doing. Focus on you. And when I mean focus on you, have a plan to grow yourself. Have a plan to grow yourself. Manage your time very well. You know the best time for you to think. You have to think to create. It could be in the morning. It could be in the night. Whichever one is your time. For me, it is in the night. I can be awake up to 2, 3, 4. All right? But if you tell me to wake up by 5 o'clock, that one is hard. I can try and wake up by 6 o'clock unless something happens on some rare occasions. So you know what works best for you, but you have to sit down. Stop looking at people. Focus on yourself. Build yourself. Go to PDF Drive, my people. Go to PDF Drive. There are books. Hey! When I discovered that even the big names, name one big name you know in your industry, they also read from they read from PDF Drive. My people, go to PDF Drive. You will see books. Most of you did not pay for this course because of the information I will give you. It's just for I know most of you paid for the accountability and the support. Because if it's information is out there. All right? And what I'm giving you is basically strategy, what to do. All right? So, but you need that information to be ahead of the pack. You have to be, most people are not reading. You see all this? You see? Sorry. Okay. You see all this 1K people? I'm not saying you should not have products that are 1K, but every day is not 1K. Every day is not 1K. Okay, that's amazing, Joanne. The difference is that they are not reading. And there is something about reading. Don't just read because by the end of the year you want to read 50 books. Read and implement. If you read anything, go and implement it. If I tell you the number of books I've read, and the ones that I implemented, the ones that I implemented are actually 10%. If I've read 1,000 books, 10% is not even up to 10%, and I saw massive shifts in my life. So when you read, implement, and that is why you choose the books that you read. You choose the top books in your industry. You choose the top books in your industry. Just go to Google, say, okay, top books in my industry. You can Google top experts in your particular industry. I can Google top branding experts, top parenting coach, top internet. When I Google them, all those people, like maybe I have 3 or 5 of them, I go and study them. Look at what they are doing. Look at the books they read. Look at their ideas, what they are saying. And when the first person says the same thing, this one says the same thing, this one says the same, this one says the same thing, you know that particular thing they are saying is very, very important, and you have to incorporate it in whatever it is that you're doing. All right? So it's important. You have to grow yourself. That is the only way. And when growing yourself, and that is why we looked at your area of interest and your area of passion, you have to think of your unique abilities, which are your areas of strength, which are your talents. When you focus on them, you will go higher than every other. But you don't have to do everything. You just have to. I know there are skills that you need to acquire, but it's always easier when probably your skill is in speaking, your natural skill is in speaking, and you grow yourself in speaking. Maybe you are at 70%, you will reach 200%. But when your skill in writing is about 1-2%, it will be hard for you to get to 70%. So it's always better to grow your area of strength. Whatever it is that you're interested in, whatever it is that you're very good at, zone in on it and grow it. That is where your money is at. All right? That is how you stand at. And you lead with who you are. You are not, if you are yourself, you cannot be in competition with anybody. In as much as in your industry you have competitors, but when you show up like you, nobody can do it the way you do it. Because you are just you. And you just have to be yourself. Make your own rules as you go. Create your own ideas. Keep sharing it. Keep sharing your ideas. And you will get there. Whether you will get there, it is guaranteed. But it depends on what you do to get there. I want to thank every one of you. I'm so excited to see you, Joanne. I hope I will host a live program one day for all my clients. Just an in-workshop. I'm looking forward to that day. And it will be in Abuja. Yes, it has to be in Abuja. Even though I don't live in Abuja, but it has to be in Abuja. So that I can see all your faces, where we will stay, maybe probably 2-3 days. Have fun, pray, strategy, plan our years, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know when COVID-19 is ending, but whenever it does, I am definitely looking forward to it, guys. So, do you have any questions for me? And guys, remember, I'm always here. I'm always here for you. Ask me anything. You are free to ask me anything, and I will answer you. Okay. Thank you for joining. Let me invite these people. Julian, Sandra, Patricia. As much as I know that they've already missed the whole. Ladies, ask me questions. I'm thinking of closing my group, Visibility and Profits. I'm just thinking. But I'll just have to wait. Joanne, you're in Abuja, you are in Abuja. I'm planning to move to Abuja, Sha, but maybe in the next 5 years. Maybe in the next 5 years, I'll move to Abuja. Okay, guys. I really, I'm praying for all of you. Trust God. So long as you're doing your part, God will definitely make your heart desires to come true. But you have to expand your capacity. Expand your capacity. Because if you bring this cup to God, God will fill it to the brim. If you bring drum to God, God will also fill it to the brim. So it depends on what you bring. Do have a lovely day. All right, guys. Oh, Joa says she stays in Enugu. Yeah, Enugu. All right, bye-bye. I'll see you.